Good morning, April 21st, 2022. First off, I'd like to say happy 30th birthday to my youngest son, Derrick. Um, Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about what are the things you can do personally to help make yourself successful. I often talk about being a gray man. Um, what I am saying is that you shouldn't talk a lot. Um, it's always, there's tons and tons of sayings that allude to the fact you shouldn't speak a lot, especially as a man. Um, One of them is it's better to be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. One of my favorite ones is you have two ears and one mouth, so you should listen twice as much as you speak. Um, you can do a lot of things to help yourself by not talking a lot. People don't need to know your plans. People don't need to know what you intend to do. Back when I was a bad guy, if there's only one guy who knows what happened, there's nobody to tell on. Here's another thing: you should never, ever tell on yourself. Um, and I'm going to kind of cross over to something else. If you run into somebody in your life and they're actively trying to destroy your life for whatever the reason, um, why, if they're lying about you, why not lie? Can a lie be helpful in the short term? Absolutely. Will you possibly, maybe not, pay for it later? Yeah, that's possible. For me, um, I get into a lot of trouble because people say I'm too blunt, um, or I'm not politically correct. But if I don't like somebody, I just tell them, I don't like you. I don't know why you're trying to talk to me. I would rather be direct and blunt than I'm not at all concerned about someone liking me. To me, I think it is the amount of time I have seen men and women spend on trying to make themselves more appealing to other people. I'm not talking about the sexual marketplace. I'm not talking about finding a mate or anything like that. I'm just talking about average people or somebody who's always got something to say. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to tell on yourself. Don't ever tell on yourself. Um, you don't have to admit to anything. They have to prove it, and they can arrest you, but until you're convicted, nothing happened other than they're trying to waste your time and money. Um, what advantage is it for you to tell somebody your life story so they get to know you? Again, in your lifetime, if you have 3 to 5 friends, in my opinion, you're extremely lucky. Everybody else is an associate. To be a friend is a very big deal to people like me. That means you can call me. I'll come help you. I'm not going to ask you questions. I'm not going to say, well, why did it happen or this. I'm going to just come and help you. To me, that's a friend. Um, Associate is somebody who's like, hey man, what happened? Why you calling? There's just a massive difference in that. And you don't want to be that guy that someone is afraid to speak to you because you run your mouth. You're a gossip. In my life, I have never, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble professionally and personally if you gossip or talk a lot. Um, the less people know about you, the better off you're going to be in the long run. You don't have to answer somebody's questions. You just look at them and say, I don't know what you're talking about. Um, I ask the police all the time if they mess with me. I'm like, do I have to answer that question? And I'm like, well, and you know they can lie to you. So it's better to say nothing, nothing at all. Um, and dealing with other men, there are guys you're going to come in contact to, and once you stop talking a lot, you're going to start to see a lot of differences in the way guys try to act. There's always going to be that guy that likes to talk about everything. He's boisterous, talks about his conquest, what he's making, how much money he's making, what he's doing, da 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 da. Da. And if my time on planet Earth, my 56 years, those guys don't really do anything. They're just about leasing a lifestyle. There are tons of people online that are renting their homes, that are leasing their cars, that'll go out and set up props so that you think they're like super successful and they're willing to help you at a price. I'm not doing this for likes or subscriptions. I don't have a membership program. I don't have a Patreon. Um, I'm hoping to give back to men that are younger than I am and help them get where they want to go. That's it. Be the gray man. Don't be the guy that sticks out. Now, I'm not saying not letting your, here, let me put it this way. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Your actions will determine literally what people think of you. And you don't want to be thought of some fool who runs his mouth and can't keep a secret. That is where I come from. That can be a death sentence, especially if you're in jail. So you need to be that guy that they know if they tell you something, you're not the guy that's going to share it with everybody. So um, all that to say this, it's not that difficult to be successful. I'm going to try to give you some of the things that'll help you get where you want to go. I'm never going to take anything from you. I'm never going to ask you for money. I don't have a book deal. I'm not trying to get you to buy or do anything for me. I want to see all of you be successful. And it's really not that difficult. You have to have 3 plans. You have to do the work, stay in shape physically and mentally. Other than that, don't be surprised when you become successful if you just do the right things consistently. Just be consistent, be honest. And here's the you can use the defense of not saying anything so that you don't have to tell a lie or you. It's better for you to hurt somebody's feelings or not say anything at all than to lie to them or to lie. It's not worth it. Those things come back. When you get exposed, your house of cards crumbles. You shouldn't be an agreeable person, an agreeable man. Somebody says, "Hey man, let's go rob the bank." Okay, let's go. Hey, let's go to the club. No man, I'm drunk. I got to get up for work tomorrow. Hey man, let's go out and spend some money we don't have. Nah man, I'm on my grind. I'm on my plan. I'm working my plan. Um, you have to be the person you're meant to be. You can't live anybody else's life. You don't owe anybody anything. So work on your 3 plans. Long range, when do you want to retire? Short range, how do I need to get started? Or do I need more education? Am I in the right career field? Midterm is, am I headed in the right direction and I'm making enough money? Again, you don't owe anybody anything. Listen twice as much as you speak. The less people know about you, the better. Never talk about your money to anybody. And if you're going to have friends, that's a massive difference than an associate. A friend means that somebody you can pick the phone up in any time of the day or night and they're going to take your call. They're going to try to help you if they can. An associate's just a guy who, hang out with, have a beer with here and there. It's not somebody you can depend on. Anyway, that's it for me today. You guys stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of yourself. Like a fart in a G string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye bye.